Elizabeth!
No, Elizabeth!
No! Elizabeth, don't!
This is Left Unsupervised with Elizabeth Morales, your comedic host that's done it all. Actress, writer, director, producer, hairdresser, bartender, beauty pageant organizer, rock and roll PR expert, talent coordinator, bookkeeper, hostess, makeup artist, wife, mother, and general badass. Now listen as she interviews all of her favorite celebrities, doctors, and entrepreneurs that she's met along the way. This week, Elizabeth is left unsupervised with her guest,
Laura Rugetti. So, Dana, today we have Laura Rugetti. She has a salon called BeautyCan, and I just love her. She's a phenomenal hairdresser. She works with like Tori Spelling and Teddi Mellencamp, John Cougar's daughter, which I love John Cougar Mellencamp.
I have such a girl crush on her. I've been stalking her on Instagram. Her work is amazing.
I know, she's really, really good. And, I want to bring her in too because we have, all of us have so many, hair tales.
Elizabeth, I've been waiting all week to ask you.
What?
I have to know just like a couple, even if like you just give us like a little snack of like a few of the looks that you've had over the years, how your hair has evolved. I'm sure because it did not start as like the gorgeous mermaid hair that we know and see today.
Okay, girl. Well, I have my best friend who's a hairdresser too. She's in here from Florida. She's in the sound booth, but she created a lot of the looks that I had in the, let's say, late 80s and 90s. And, Madonna was a big influence. So I had platinum blonde hair. Can you imagine me? Platinum blonde hair that we talked about before. I used to tease with the mustache comb and Aquanet, right? With dark brows. So already looked.
Oh, hi, Daddy.
Yeah, exactly. Then I had a mohawk with shaved sides and red mohawk.
I did not know. When was this? What was this look? What was the accompanying makeup to this look?
Many of the My Little Pony rainbow looks of hair color that I've had over the many years, I've had every color.
When you say red.
Fire engine red.
Fuck.
Then I had green hair. I had shaved on one side of my head. Had platinum blonde, blue. I've had every color.
That's
every color.
Which I know you guys can't see her right now, but like those of you that follow us on social media, Elizabeth has mermaid hair now. Like it does not look like you put your hair through the ringer the way that you are saying that you did. Because I think if I dyed my hair platinum blonde once, I would have no hair ever again.
Well, yeah, I've had every color. I've damaged my hair so many times. It's not even funny. But I have a little help of extensions now too, so that's why the mermaid hair.
No, definitely. I mean, it's also too the 80s and like the 90s were such like a different time for hair and stuff like that. I feel like now
hair and clothes. Hello. I mean, the
gosh.
worst clothes was from the 80s. The worst fashion was.
I think so.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, it was the worst. It was like 3 shirts that were like 5 sizes too big, and pastels.
I look at pictures of like my parents from when I was very little and I'm like, oh my God.
What happened?
What a weird time to be alive. Nobody's pants fit.
Oh,
they were
my
either
God.
too small or too big. Nobody had pants that fit. Also, everybody was very into day glow, like just very bright color.
Neon was the big color, like the neon green,
Yeah, my dad had a lot of what looked like animal prints, but in neon.
Oh, my God.
I'm also from Staten Island, so I would imagine that the 80s were worse where I'm from because they're still alive in a few ways.
Oh, my God. And they had like all the weightlifters had those balloon pants.
Yeah, now they look kind of great. Like I do dig like a harem pant. I do like
on women.
On women, for sure. But it's like very MC Hammer if it is not.
Yeah, I'm just not down with the crotch down by the knees. So I saw that you did a little experiment on your hair this weekend.
Oh, the full-blown meltdown that the world can see because it's right on my face. I made a mistake this week. I cut my own bangs. I didn't go too short.
Were you PMSing?
I think I'm always PMSing. I think that's
just the excuse.
It's always the excuse. I think I am more confident in certain areas of my life where I have no reason to be confident, like cutting my own hair. I think I was just very brave this
You're
week.
very brave to do that.
Not
but
very
Pinterest
confident
has
about
you
it.
by the balls.
Pinterest has me, like, it's just holding me by
And
my
squeezing.
lady dick. It's horrible. Every time I open my phone, because, okay, so back in the day, right, like, you would be at a doctor's office and, like, you would flip open a magazine, or maybe you would get them delivered to your house. My
Oh my
phone
God.
is constantly bombarding me with who I need to be. And I'm redoing my apartment right now, so...
And it's telling you how it needs to be redone.
Yes, it is. And because God forbid, I looked up a table and now all I get is ads for tables.
Okay, and that is a thing that I have an issue with. It creeps me out. Like, I look for something and then all of a sudden Facebook and Instagram has all these ads for like the one thing that I was looking for.
Yeah, I kind of like it for... Just hear me out on this because it's going to sound crazy. But I kind of like, I know like it's for like targeted ads, it's not the best thing in the world. But if the government is surveilling everybody and I get murdered, like if it's really listening, then there could be eventually like,
Then they know what you did before you got murdered?
I
like
don't know,
what you
like,
were searching for?
An Alexa heard a murder. Maybe people would be less likely to murder. I don't know. But if the government is watching, I'm not doing anything that I'm like afraid for them to know. Like I'm just looking at too many tables. So if that's kind of how they want to do it and like not call it surveillance, fine. But like if it can like help, I don't know if what I'm saying makes any
Dana,
sense. But
you're killing me right now because you're like, I kind of like it because if I was going to die and I'm like, what? We'd know what you did, like what you were searching for before?
well, right, because they use it for marketing. But if they're really listening that closely, there's got to be, I don't know, maybe a police officer watching or something like that.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Because, you know, like the Alexa that like heard a murder and like how it's not like evidence yet. But eventually that could be. And I think that that's like a good step in the right direction to getting the bad guys, which is.
Oh, my God. Hey, you know, if they were listening in my house, I'd have the cops there every day because they'd think something was going down. I'd be screaming in Spanish all the time.
So maybe they're not. Maybe they're not listening the way I think they are. Maybe I'm just too hopeful and thinking that maybe
Please, someone listen.
anybody out there, look at all these tables.
Oh, my God. So what? I don't think your hair looks that bad, by the way.
It doesn't look that bad. I think it's
I
fine
thought it was
when
going
I
to be
blow it out.
shorter.
Definitely. Because it was, my hair was all one length and now the front of my face has just a few wispies. But I love those grown out 70s fringy bangs, which when I do blow them out and you look at me from the correct angle and you're not paying that much attention, it kind of looks like.
And you're not a hairdresser.
And you're not a hairdresser. Oh my God. Laura saw me and was like, we need to. And I was like, I have, just for reference, I'm in the studio wearing a white baseball cap because I'm ashamed.
We don't only have one hairdresser, we have two because Suzanne's in the booth
Fuck
too.
me.
So
This is the week I
you're-
decided.
You're under a microscope today, girl.
Yeah. I do have to say in my own defense, I didn't go too short. Like
You did
really,
it.
I really showed a level of self-control.
You did, because that's not PMS bangs. Like, I've done PMS bangs, and they don't look like that. They look above the brow, and they look crooked and all, like, I'd be crying.
The last time I did this was in 1999. Britney Spears was on TRL, and she had this very specific
I think it's funny
look.
that you can remember exactly.
I remember exactly because this was one of the defining moments, I think, of my
Millennial
childhood,
life.
my millennial life. I remember
Britney
it.
Spears shaving her head.
Well, that was 2007. This was 99, and she had straight
I
across
stand
bangs.
corrected.
Oh, for sure. I could tell you, you know how much I love me some Britney. So she was on TRL. She had this look that was straight across bangs, two high pigtails with pom-pom holders. Then she braided it, and then the bottom also had like little clippies at the bottom. And I was going to a birthday party, and I was
Wait
not
a minute,
letting.
that's the video, right?
Very similar to the video. Very
Okay.
similar to the
Schoolgirl video.
Yes. Hit me,
Dana.
baby, one more time.
Okay, I was starting
So
to...
very similar to that. I was about to be like, we're going to pause and I'm going to Google so I don't look like. So I saw that look and I saw it on TV and I was going to a birthday party later that day and I was like, this will be my look. And I walked into the bathroom and I grabbed my mother's rat tail comb and a pair of scissors.
Shut up. You did it? Oops, you did it again?
Oops, I did not like what I did, so I thought, oh, well, I don't like what I did with my bangs. They're too short. I'll just cut them off.
Oh, okay.
And my mother has been mad at me in my life. My mother had been, screaming, yelling at me. I've been an Italian mom, and this was the most disappointed and angry she had ever been.
How was the party?
I don't think the part of the story that I'm like a little fuzzy on is I don't think I went.
I don't think you did either.
I don't think I did.
I think you'd remember.
I think I would remember if I went because I think.
I would pay to see that, though.
Oh, I wish I had a picture of like that time. Although I do have pictures of me with very short hair, like shortly after. So I would imagine
that it got all cut off.
That it all got cut off.
Oh my God! Well, I have some pictures of the '90s with my crazy cuts. I'll show you one day. It doesn't even look like me. First of all, I'm not a platinum blonde.
If you guys want us to share some of those fun pictures on social media, comment below. Tag us in your hair mistakes. If you've cut your own bangs, tag us in it. We want to see it.
I love how Dana's putting my shit out there without even like asking me first. What? Okay, is your photos going to be included in that too?
Yes. If anybody wants to see any of it, well, we want to know. We said last episode we want to know what you want more of. So if that's something that you'd like to see, let us know. And if you're not interested,
I'd actually dig that. I would love to see everybody's 90s, 80s.
Please send us your 90s and 80s looks.
Hair do's and don'ts.
Yes, please.
And colors. That was so fun.
Oh
my God.
We would love to see those.
Well, I can't wait to talk to Laura today.
I can't wait either. She is so funny. Like I said, Insta-stalked her, so I'm sure she's going to be an absolute blast to talk to.
All right. Well, should we go get her?
Yes.
All right. Let's go get her. Today on the show, we have the one and only hair extension queen, boss babe, and entrepreneur, beauty guru, Laura Rugetti. We are sitting down with this celebrity hairstylist and fellow mom boss to talk about her amazing journey and her killer salon, the BeautyCan. Laura keeps celebrities like Teddi Mellencamp from Real House of Beverly Hills and Tori Spelling looking fine and beautiful. I am obsessed with her. I love her, and I can't wait to talk to you, Laura. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, my God. Okay, so
let's talk.
Let's just talk. So are you a native Californian?
I am. I was born in Tarzana, California. As a little baby.
Shut up, you're a unicorn.
Yeah, I'm a unicorn. I feel like I'm kind of rare. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that anyone is born here anymore.
My husband is a Valley boy, which, nobody's from California.
My husband's an Alabamian.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
See, so you and my husband are unicorns.
Yeah,
oh
we're
my
unicorns.
God. That's hilarious. Well, I just want to get into it because I have been obsessed with you for a long time. I remember when I was, I love hair extensions. And so I was looking for new hair extensions because the problem that I seem to have is my hair is really fine. So every time I'd get hair extensions, some kind of new hair, I would notice that it would have a bunch of hair falling out after. Then I got these new hair extensions when I researched and I found you and I was like, oh my God, your stuff. I looked at all your stuff on social media. Amazing. Your color.
Thank you.
Your style. So tell us a little bit about this hair extension, how you found it, and what do you think about hair extensions? I know you are the extension queen.
I am. No, just kidding. So, I've been doing hair for such a long time. Oh my God, I started when I was 20. I'm 30. Wait, how old am I? 30. I'm going to be 33. So a good almost 13 years now. And I think I have really tried every type of an extension.
Right.
I've tried the beads, the bonds, the braids. I mean, every type that you can imagine. And I finally found something that I'm so happy with and my clients are so happy with because not only does this, the Richy hair take only, an hour to put in, but it's also it's so natural. The hair texture is great. It's Russian hair. And
super lightweight, too.
So lightweight, and it really just flows with every one of my clients' hair. And I really like it, too, because no one wants to sit in the chair for 4 to 5 hours putting these extensions in. I mean, this is basically 1 hour, and you just come out having longer hair.
Oh, my God. I love it. What I loved about that hair, too, was the weight.
Yes.
Because a lot of times when you have thin hair, you have the extensions are very heavy and
Totally.
They end up breaking your hair, which these, I don't have that problem.
No, they're weightless. And there's millions and millions of different brands of different tapes, but they have some tapes that are quite heavy on the hair that I've noticed that are a little bit damaging. But like I said, I mean, everyone has different hair types, and every type is good for that hair. So, this type of tape may not be great for everyone's hair, but I mean, it's pretty universal. I've used it on every type of hair, and I've only had great feedback.
Well,
So.
I love it. I mean,
Well, you look
am
beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you, Laura Rugetti.
Laura Rugetti.
So, what do you think defines someone's personal style?
I think that if you feel good, I think whatever makes you feel good about yourself, you should do. Don't let anything stop you. Like if you think that, oh, it's not in the trend, still do it. I mean, for me, it's like I have short hair right now and it kind of has chicken featheries. And some days I want to wear a wig. And you know what? I'm going to wear that wig because it makes me feel good that day.
Right. Well, you sport that short hair.
Thank
it looks
you.
so sexy on you. I love
Thank
it. I
you.
love it. So do you encourage people to really think outside the box and
Totally.
do adventurous looks? I mean, you can always change it, right?
Listen, life is short. Okay, so you need to live it. And you know what? If you want to do something with your hair, you just do it because you have to. You want to make yourself feel good. You want to, feel, hair is such a huge part of yourself. And for me, if my hair doesn't look good, I don't feel good. And I
Right.
think that is such a huge thing. So you need to do what makes you feel good. And if you want a certain type of style, I 100% encourage it that you should do it because life is short, honey, and you need to live it.
You do. And let me tell you, I've had short hair before. I just can't rock it. I just feel so it is. Your hair does give you
It
a
does.
certain feeling, right?
Totally.
So what would you say, one of the worst hair disasters you've had to deal with?
Oh my God, there's so many. Okay, so let me tell you guys about the worst hair I've ever seen in my life. Poor girl, but we fixed it, so there's a happy ending.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
happy
I do
endings.
too. I'm like a Disney fan. Like I love a happy ending. So basically, my lovely client, she found me on Instagram. She had been going to a different salon, and they fried off all of her hair. Okay, so I'm talking like not just like a little fried. I'm talking. She had spikes on the top of her head. So she had this long hair at the bottom and she had spikes on the top.
Oh my God.
And she goes, Laura, what can we do? I'm getting married in 2 weeks and I need to look like I have normal hair. And I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. We are going to do this. So we basically made her hair brown because the blonde just wasn't working anymore.
Right.
Poor thing. I would even put bleach on that if someone paid me. And so we made her brown. We found, actually, I used Richy extensions all throughout the bottom, and then we made little baby tiny micro bonds on the top and to make it blend. And let me tell you something. You would have never known that something had happened to her hair. And I transformed it. And it's such a rewarding experience too. I mean, I can tell you these stories all day because, I mean, literally, I get calls like this every single day. I got my hair fried or I chopped my hair off. I need my hair back. And we make it happen. And it looks great.
Well, Dana cut her bangs, so I can't wait for her to tell you about that.
So, bangs are such a hard, I can speak probably.
Why does everybody want to cut their bangs when you're going through
I don't
PMS
know.
or something like that? You just want to cut your bangs.
It's just a thing. It's like, and I always tell this to people too. You're like, I need a change. I want bangs. I'm like, yeah, that's great. You're going to love bangs for about 4 days. And then you're going to start crying on the 5th day. I mean, unless sometimes people really like the bangs though. But most of people that don't have bangs, they always regret getting them.
I always want to cut my hair when I'm PMS.
Me
It's
too.
like, yeah, it's
I was like, I need a change.
Well, I went in there last time. I'm like, I think I want it really short. And remember, it was that
Yes.
super angular cut. And you're like, yeah, you don't want that.
I'm like, no. And then you're like, make me red. I'm like, oh, honey, maybe try a wig first.
I know. I'm always the next time I go in there, make me purple. Can you
I
do
know.
it? I want to be a unicorn.
I let it soak in. I let you let it soak in while you're there. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go mix the red. But I'm really not. And then when I get back, you're like, wait, I don't want to do that. I'm like, I know.
Yeah. You're like, I got your brown highlights right here.
Yeah, perfect.
So, you have this amazing salon that just keeps growing and growing. And right now you're working on 90210 because they're doing the remake of 90210. So not only are you doing Tori's hair, but now you're working on set. You're doing a Teddi Mellencamp from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And you are on the go. You have tons of huge influencers. How do you find time to be a mom, to work on set, to run your business? Because I see your salon, it is on the go all the time. Where do you find the time to do all of it?
Time. Let's just that word, time.
Let's just,
It's a very special word.
yes.
For me, when I had kids, when I first had my little babies, I did take a little break, and I really, really, I love to work. And I thought, you know what, how can I do this by being a mom and working at the same time? And you know what? If you want something, you do it. And I want to show my kids that they can look up to me, and like I'm hustling, and I'm showing them that you can be anything that you want to be if you put your mind to it. And
Right.
as far as time goes, I'll work. I take my kids every morning to school at 8. I go straight to work. I always pick them up at the time that they're supposed to. And then, sometimes even what I'll do is I'll tell clients, hey, you know what? I want to stay with my kids until dinner and put them to bed, and then I'll come to you when they, afterwards, and I have my mom help me. So, I mean, my mom is a huge part in my life, and, luckily we work as a team, and it's been amazing. But I basically have such a great balance of work and being a mom, and I'm so happy.
Well, I don't know how you do it all, because I see that salon and I see you all the time on social media, and you're on set here, you're on set there. It's crazy. I don't know where you find the time. I need that time that you have. I need to find it.
I'll tell you one thing. I think, it's always like, okay, obviously I won't be doing my nails all the time and getting my massages or like my facials, but at the end of the day, it's all going to pay off. And I think that's a really huge thing. And I love working, and I love working so hard for my goal. And yeah.
Well, Laura, you have such a huge following. How would you say, what keeps you relevant? Because you're on the cutting edge of everything that's trending, what's happening, you need to stay up to date with everything. How do you stay relevant? Because you're busy all the time, too.
Right. I think also, too, when you're so busy, you kind of there's so many new trends that are happening. And so you really need to take a step back and kind of really research what's the new hot thing that's happening. And so what I do is, when I have clients that are like, I really like that style. So I get to try all these new hairstyles on all of my clients all day, every day, because Instagram is such a huge part of life right now.
Huge.
And so if you want to look for something, you just type that in that search bar and you will find it. So you will find new hairstyles for the celebrities are wearing. And I think that a lot of my clients get their ideas from Instagram and what's trending. And so I get to try it out every single day. And I also like to do, I do still like to take classes on what's the new things. So, what was...
Stay fresh.
Exactly. I like to stay fresh. So, what was trending 20 years ago is definitely not trending now. So, you always need to stay fresh on all of the new stuff.
Well, the Met Gala just
Right.
happened, and I know a lot of trends come out of that. What do you think are some of the trends that are coming out of that right now?
Oh my gosh. So hair clips. So Justine Marjan actually made these clips. And they are amazing. And they're by Kitsch, Justine by Kitsch. And they're literally the cutest. They have rhinestones, and then they have things that say "Boss Babe." And that's the trend right now is hair clips.
Hair clips.
You can never
Oh my God.
You can never not have enough on your head.
Okay, well, I need your help with that, because I can't imagine running around sporting some hair clips,
I
right?
know. But you know what? And little pearl clips. I think accessories is such a huge thing right now. So.
Okay. So what's your favorite hair secret?
Okay, so my favorite hair secret is, a lot of people don't know this, but if you have flyaways on the top of your head, right, you think, oh, let's just put a little frizz cream. No. You just spray a little hairspray on some foil, let it dry, and then lay it on the top of your head, and your little flyaways will be gone.
Okay, wait a minute. So I take aluminum foil.
Literally, foil that is in your kitchen.
Spray it.
Spray it with hairspray. Let it set for a good 2 seconds, right? And then just lay it on top of your head and just kind of back and forth, and your flyaways will be completely flattened.
Oh my God, I love that little tip. I need to be doing that.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people ask me, I don't know what to do with my flyaways. And they'll put so much cream, and then your hair's just greasy. But this is kind of nice because it just has a little layer of hairspray without you spraying on it and making it look hard.
So let me ask you, do you think that social media has changed your business, like the salon, and as far as getting traction and getting seen? Do you think social media has played a big part in that?
100%. I have a love-hate with social media.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how social media takes over people's lives. I don't like how, especially in my industry, you have to stay relevant on social media, or almost like you're forgotten. You have to make sure you're showing the people what you're doing, who you're doing, what you're doing. And, it's exhausting. It really
I
is.
know. That's my biggest problem is like, I don't have the time
No.
for social media. I always forget my social media people are always like, where's stuff? And
I
I'm like,
know.
oh, yeah.
And especially for me, too, it's like, I can obviously pay someone to do it for me, but the people don't want that. They want to see me. They want to see me talking. They want to see what I'm doing. And so, I mean, I run everything myself, and it is so exhausting. But so the pro to social media is I have gotten all of my success, I feel like, from that. I mean, from people posting, from people finding me on Instagram and stuff like that. People, Googling. I mean, it's crazy how much this social media has such a huge influence on you today.
Absolutely. I mean, that's how I found you. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like your resume with
Right.
pictures is there. And then you have your clients that are, giving you shout outs to, and they get to see the whole process
Totally.
too. Which everything, I think extensions were like the big secret for a long time. And now it's like mainstream. Everybody's out there. Everybody's
Yeah.
talking about it. Where before it was like kind of hush hush.
Oh, I
like
know.
nobody knew.
Yeah.
And now it's like, what? I got hair extensions.
I know. It's so funny. I have like clients where like I feel like years ago they'd be like, do not tell anyone that I have hair extensions. And then now it's like, oh no, do you show the world I have hair extensions? Everyone's like, I have hair extensions. Hi. But I love that though. People are honest and open. I mean, just the other day someone was like, oh my gosh, you have the best skin. I'm like, oh, thanks. I just got Botox yesterday. Because you know what? We're all an open book here.
Yeah, I was like, I was taking a picture the other day, and I was like, oh, my eyes look all cockeyed. It's time for Botox.
Yeah.
I used to be shy about it. Now I'm just
now
like,
it's like, oh.
what is your favorite part about doing hair? What is the thing that just, because
Okay, so my absolute favorite part about doing hair is making people feel good about themselves. Like the other night, I got a text message, 7:00 at night, and it was literally a paragraph of a woman saying, you don't know what you did for me. I feel so much better about myself, my confidence level. I feel like I can walk around in public again because, these people, you don't know their story. You don't know if they had, if they were sick or, if they, like I said, lost their hair due to like a hair chemical problem. You know what I mean? But
right.
just for
or
me,
hormonal.
My gosh. So just for me to help someone and make them feel good about themselves and for them to be able to just wake up every morning and just feel great and they could do that day, that is why I do what I do.
Oh, that's like great. Listen, I know that, hair is a big thing,
Yeah.
Especially with women. Hormonal changes happen after pregnancy,
Oh, yeah.
Women that are going through the change. It's just like, it's kind of nice to have, to feel good about yourself.
Totally.
And you can facilitate that for them. So I'm sure that feels so fulfilling.
Oh, it's so fulfilling. I mean, anytime I get a message like that, it like makes my day. And I love it.
Oh, that's amazing. So tell me a little bit more of what your salon does, because I know your salon, you have many, many things that you do over there at BeautyCan. Tell us a little bit about how you started BeautyCan and why you started it.
Okay, so let me start from the beginning. I promise it'll make it interesting. It won't be boring. So basically, I was working in salons, and that one day I was like, "That's it. I want to start my own thing." So I started a mobile salon. It's the BeautyCan.
Okay.
And it was a really cool Airstream. It was like a salon can, and loved it. It was doing great, but my only problem is I didn't want to change the poo out of it anymore. Okay. Because people poop in those things.
Yeah,
okay.
you're like-
And you know what? I'm already busy as it is. I don't have time to change the shit. Okay. So that day, I decided that day
When you were cleaning poo,
when
you're
I was
like,
draining the poo. Yeah. Let me tell you guys, I don't only do hair, but I also drain poo. I decided this isn't going to work for me, but I love the idea. So I found a really tiny little place on Ventura Boulevard.
right.
And it actually was a weed shop prior.
Shut up.
No, it was a weed shop, and then it was like a computer store. I don't know. It smelled. Anyways, so I had put 3 stations in there, and I had my esthetician in there. And then we grew. I mean, it was so busy, and it was so small. So the next door location went out of business, and I'm like, oh, let's bust that wall down. So I busted the wall down. I put 15 other stations, filled. Everything is so filled. We got too big. And then the other location next door got closed down. And so I took over that side. So now we have a microblader. We have a lash extensions. We have spray tanning. We actually have a really cute hair accessory store that just came in from Canada called Lim Lim USA. We do hair extensions. We do facials. We have a massage therapist.
Oh my
God. So I mean, the list continues.
So it's a one-stop shop.
Literally, you can go in there and leave a different human.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I need to do some brows. I mean, some
yeah.
brows and some lashes.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring my girl Dana in. Before I bring her in, could you tell everybody where they could find you on social media?
Yes. Okay. So you can follow my salon, the BeautyCan, on Instagram, or you can follow me, Laura Rugetti.
And you want to spell your last name?
Sure. It's Rugetti.
Well, Laura, I cannot wait. I am so glad you came in. We want to play a
This was
little
fun.
game with you.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let me bring Dana in. Come on down, Dana.
Come on down.
So we're going to play a game that we play on this show called Two Tweets and a Lie. You don't personally tweet from what I could see on Twitter. If you look up Laura on Twitter, it's just rave reviews from people that just got their hair done. So
Oh my
that's
God. I never saw. I'm like not a tweeter. A tweeter? Twitter.
Tweeter.
I'm not a tweeter.
she's not a tweeter, but if you ever like want to read or see
Yeah.
how many people just love the work that you do, it's
my God.
it's very sweet and
It's like
touching.
Christmas.
If
I'm
you
gonna
need
do
a
it later
little
tonight.
ego
You should.
candy.
Okay.
You
Little
should.
ego
I'll go
candy.
check it out.
So if you look her up on Twitter, that's all you'll find is just rave reviews. So what I did is I looked up a bunch of tweets about beauty.
Okay.
And two of these are going to be two of these are going to be real tweets that people have tweeted about their beauty routine or their hair. And
Okay.
then one is a tweet that I lied. I made it up. Nobody tweeted it. So I'm
Okay.
going to read all three, and you've got to figure out which one is the outlier, what tweet is the fake tweet.
Bring it on.
All right, round one. Me. Does a half-cut crease with lashes. My sister, where are you going? Me, the living room. Second tweet. Personally, I believe wanting bangs is almost never about wanting bangs, and if you want bangs, you should go to therapy first.
I love that.
Third tweet. If you want red wine mouth but hate red wine, try Kat Von D's liquid lip in Vampiria to look like a vampire who's been feeding and enjoys red wine.
Oh my God, I love that. I love that.
All right, which one, Laura?
I think number one is a lie.
Number one's a lie.
Number one's a lie. I'm going to go with number three.
Number three is a lie, although very true. It's based on I wore that lipstick last night, and man, it was
I know,
all
right?
over my mouth.
That
So
is
it's
so
not
funny.
untrue. It's just a fake tweet. And then the first one is real. Somebody at Offline Malik tweeted that one.
Oh my gosh.
I love the
Yes.
bang tweet, too.
I know, I love
That
the
was-
bang tweet.
That was pretty funny.
Thank you. We got more coming.
Okay.
All right, round two. True adulthood is relinquishing the belief that getting high and trimming your own bangs might go better this time. Second tweet. I think we would all feel a lot better if I got my eyebrows done. And the third one. I just want a nail shape that evokes a predatory bird while also allowing me to safely remove my contacts.
Oh my
Which
God,
one
they're
is the fake tweet?
God, this is a hard one.
I
'cause,
know.
I think number three.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a real tweet.
Oh
Oh my God.
That Anna J. Patel tweeted that, and it really made me giggle.
Oh my God.
But that one is real. The fake tweet was, I think we'd all feel a lot better if I got my eyebrows done.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, round three. So I've had gel nails for a total of 6 hours now and have already discovered that you cannot do the following. Use hair bobbins, open buckles, open buttons, use chip and pin machines, text without chipping the screen, take off makeup without stabbing your eye. # beauty struggles. Second tweet. If your highlight don't look like the melted pat of butter on top of a grilled cheese, then you got to try again, sis.
That one's a real one.
Yeah.
And then third one is, I never get drunk and want to text my ex anymore, but I do get drunk and want to cut my own bangs, so I know I'm still not over it.
Number three is definitely true.
Oh, number three is true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe number one.
Those are both real. And then the last tweet about bangs, I made up.
Oh my gosh.
Because
So-
that's how I feel.
Well, she cut her own bangs.
Oh, that's right.
I did not too short.
She didn't do that bad.
No, I didn't do that bad. I could have done better.
Okay,
but
well, those
I-
aren't officially
oh my
bangs.
gosh.
They're close.
Okay, they're not bad. They're not bad. You know what? We just need to get you like a little round brush tutorial, and then you'll be so happy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's got the, what's it called? The pineapple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just a Pinterest victim. I see things I want, and I'm like, there's no. I also I cut my own hair. I haven't gotten a haircut in like a salon in probably a decade. So anytime it's like even remotely daring, I'm like, I get very nervous because I'm like, this is really out of my skill set.
Please tell me that you didn't do the Pinterest one where they put the hair in the very top of the pony and then they stretch it all the way to the top and then cut it. Do you do that?
I could tell you I did.
Oh my God, she did that.
She did.
She did
But I
that.
would be lying to you.
Because it looked like, oh, that's kind of cool. But then I'm like, that is not how it's going to look when that hair is down.
Oh, and I could say for a fact it did not. Not that I've tried it. I am lying to you. I've flipped my head.
Yeah.
I've done all the things. I put a chalk line once.
Oh my God.
A chalk line.
Yeah, I got some chalk, drew a line on my head. It's really trial and error. My 20s have been an experiment.
Okay, well, you can just come see me the next time you feel that.
Thank you.
She's the bomb.
Yeah, just give me a
Thank
call.
you. Well, thank you so much. You were such a great sport. That was
was so
2
fun.
tweets and a lie.
Thanks,
Love
Dana. Okay, so Laura, before you leave, by the way, I've loved having you on the show, and you must come back.
I had so much fun. It's like a therapy session, kind of.
I know, right?
It's like,
Especially-
oh, I love it. I just like talking.
Yeah, well, I'm a talker.
Me too.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And, well, we just need to get a little booze going next time.
I know.
And then we're really
oh,
not
God.
going to shut
Don't
up.
give me a wine. I'll be in here all day. I just love to hear myself
Oh, my
talk.
God. All right, so here's a question I ask all my guests. If you were left unsupervised and nobody can hear you or see you, where would it be and what would you do?
Gosh, that's such a good question. Okay, I would be getting a massage by myself and with like no phone. Does that make sense? Or is
No
that,
phone?
Like, I don't want anyone to find me and I want to get like a 3-hour-long massage.
So you would want to be invisible
Yes.
for at least 3 hours?
Yes. Oh my God, invisible for 3 hours and my phone. Or I'd want it to be Christmas for 4 days because when it's Christmas, no one calls you.
Oh, my God, I love that. Okay. Well, let's see if we can make that happen.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. I mean, listen, it's so great to be busy all the time, but like on a holiday, it was so nice, like Christmas or like Easter. You know, no one's going to call you and say, hey, I need my hair done. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like, oh, I don't need to worry. I don't need to worry about the salon. I don't need to worry about that and just relax.
Yeah, it was just kind of hard to do because I'm a little ADD. So
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I just relax just means I'm doing 30 things instead of 50.
Totally.
So, well, thank you for coming in, Laura.
I had so much fun.
And
Thank
I'll see you again. And listen, you guys, you got to go see Laura, the BeautyCan. She is amazing. She will transform you into the beauty that you already are. And her color, your color, girl, is phenomenal, too.
Thank you.
So, Laura, thank you again for coming in. And I'll see you soon, girl, because I need my touch-up.
Oh, yes, you do.
Thanks for listening to Left Unsupervised. Don't forget to stalk us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Left Unsupervised Podcast. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for listening.